It's spring here at the moment, and with that comes the new life. We've got all the deciduous trees coming back to life and all the shrubs, the currants. We've got flowers starting to bloom. The Tagasastia has been flowering all winter and is finishing off, but we've got this beautiful golden wattle that comes into bloom in spring. And something else we've got going at the moment is the return of the grass. The grass has been growing very slowly here for some time. We had a really dry summer and that kind of caught up with me. I had to do a lot of hay feeding so these guys wouldn't overgraze the pastures, and I think that they did do some overgrazing, even though I tried hard not to let that happen. These little cows are very hungry. But at the moment, with the grasses growing, it's time to move. Now, I had been doing a 60-day rotation around my 5 acres, but at the moment, I'm hoping to reduce that down to about 30 days. I've got my 2 cows getting the first pickings of the green grass, and that's to keep this little guy happy. He tends to see the grass is greener on the other side, and if he's not happy, he will push through to get it. So at the moment, I'm going to keep him happy. It didn't help that my energizer actually died, and he learnt that he could push through the fences. So whatever you do, keep those energizers hot and keep your animals where you need them to be, because it's hard to build soil if the animals are dictating the rotation. So I've got my 2 cows in the pasture ahead of everybody else. Then I've got my sheep and alpacas behind them. Now I've just moved these guys this morning. So the cows had this bit of pasture yesterday afternoon. There's plenty of grass in this pasture at the moment for them to mow down this morning before I move them. And I'm just going to leave the cows in this section for the morning before moving them onto a little paddock just down there, just to make sure that everybody's happy. This is the paddock that I'll be moving the cows to this afternoon. So there's plenty of fresh pickings here. And then of course I'll move the sheep to where the cows were this morning. I'm still fairly new to this rotational grazing, well, having livestock anyway. And last season I didn't move my animals quickly enough in spring, and I missed my opportunity to really build the organic matter on my pastures. The summer was really dry, which was a surprise, and the grass just stopped growing. So with moving them too slowly in spring, I didn't have enough organic cover on to really build my pastures. So I'm trying to do it differently this time. So the idea is, by leaving this grass fairly long when you move them on, you'll get a lot more growth. And by moving them quickly, they do trample areas like this. They haven't eaten that down, but that is actually coverage on the pasture, and that helps the soil build. It gives protection, it gives food, and you'll find that the pasture recovers better and you'll get better growth of the grass by doing it like that. It's hard to see everyone up there in the shadows, but it's actually really nice feeling to be able to finally feed them just grass at the moment. And I'm hoping by trampling this grass and leaving it long, it'll be in much better condition to go into another dry summer, if that's what we have. Down here we can sometimes have a wet summer, and last year was certainly my driest. It really didn't rain for quite a few months, and it's a lot of work moving hay around, so I'd rather these guys be able to just forage and get their own feed. Come on, Missy, off you go. You're full. this pooey. Off you go. That's the way. Through the bog. It's very wet through there. Off you go, little fella. There you go. Enjoy. I'll move these guys now into here. Plenty left by the cows. I just wanted to bring you a quick update on the rotational grazing system. It's spring and the grass is growing, so we're going to be moving fast. 30 days around the property in twice daily moves. We'll make the most of the grass growing. What grass isn't eaten by the animals will be trampled down and form a nice organic layer on the surface of the soil. This will hold more moisture there and hopefully improve the grass growing through a summer if it's dry, and hopefully reduce the amount of hay that I have to feed at that time. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and bye for now.